Nigeria in 1914 came into being without a consensus by Nigerians. It was just by fiat. And one of the things that has bothered me is the fact that in 1914, let us imagine how those who were living as at that time related to each other. Somebody in Sokoto State, another one in Ondo State, and another one in Kebbi State, another one in Anambra State, and so on and so forth. They possibly have not seen each other. They do not have the same culture. They do not eat the same type of food. They do not wear the same type of dress. And they haven't really seen themselves the type of administration that, with which they conducted themselves. In the North, it was by way of indirect rule, and it was successful. In the West, it was semi-successful. In the East, it wasn't. And we package all these people and say, you are one country and you are administered the same way. That is the beginning of Nigerian problem. Nigeria was not negotiated, and there was no opportunity for us to discuss how will Nigeria move on. We just found ourselves like in this hall, and we say we are one country. And sometimes some people say we are one nation. And we tend to deceive ourselves. That's one of the major problems. The second problem is that actions should have consequences. It doesn't in Nigeria. And so I can go on and say all these problems. So, and of course, you look at the Nigerian police that is constitutionally saddled with the responsibility for taking care of security in Nigeria. I remember in 2014 when we went on national conference, Prof will possibly remember and bear me witness. Part of the process of talking at the conference, you have to introduce yourself before you make your speech. And I had a special way of introducing myself. I mention my name, and I say a retired commissioner of police, and also a lawyer. Everybody will laugh and say two bad things in one person. So that's Nigeria. Nigeria sees the police as a bad thing. And of course, they also see a lawyer as also another bad thing. And when these two are combined in one person, that person must be the baddest, if you can permit me that. So this is where we had some of these problems that is confronting us. I was telling the convener, when I was invited for this program, I was very happy because Nigeria must move from where we are. We must take a bold step and move on. When I looked at the list of contestants, nothing about security. And I called him and I said, how can you discuss about a shift in attitude, a shift in everything that will take us to prosperity and no security? He agreed with me and told me if I like to come, I should come. And I was really very, very happy. The problem with security in Nigeria is because Nigerians don't even understand what security is. Security is not the absence of armed robbery or kidnapping and all that. That's not security. Security is a total thing, a state of equilibrium, where if an offense is committed, the suspects are arrested, they are prosecuted, lessons are learned, deterrence, everything is there. It's a complete thing. But in Nigeria, look at us. I will say this, I've told myself, don't tell them your pension, no, but I will tell you my pension. I served the Nigerian police for 35 years, and I was commissioner of police. I was commissioner of police, apart from being force secretary, I was commissioner of police in Kogi, I was commissioner of police in Yobe State, and I was commissioner of police in Rivers State from where I retired. My pension is 137,000 naira. So you can imagine the pension of an inspector. And so if you want the police to improve, you must think about the welfare of the police. But over and above that, we are in the 21st century. In other climes, security strategy is technology-driven. Technology-driven. About a few years back, I was in the US, specifically in Los Angeles. Between Los Angeles and San Diego, there's a road, 14 lanes, 14-lane road, 2 service lanes on either side, and then 10 lanes in the middle. I watched that scene for about 30 minutes. Then, after 30 minutes, I looked so demoralized, and I asked myself rhetorically, where will a policeman stand here to say, come and open your boot and check your car? Nigerians are hypocrites. I mean, you just blame the police. If you go out of here, you see where police, between here and Okitipupa, I came this morning, you find maybe 4 policemen on the road, no vehicles sometimes, or maybe it's soldier, the military, or it's road safety and all that. You have a rickety vehicle there, and you know,
thank you very much.
Trailers and all, they are going, and then you want the police to bring us to where they will be in comparison with the United States, Israel, and all these places. We must be joking.